Okay, good afternoon. Okay, I can see there are some attendees to live today. Okay, and thank you very much. Yeah, and nice to see you again. Yeah, in our Facebook Live. I'm Dr. Jeff from the Viral Clinic. Today we will be talking about the latest and one of the very interesting anti-aging. Okay, and also stay young and also prevent cancers, evidence-based treatment, available now in Malaysia called NK cell therapy. Yes. So for every one of you who would like to give a sort of like assurance into your health prevention, in terms of healthcare, improve your health maintenance. You want to be very sure something that actually can do beneficial effect onto our body that can help to prevent risk of aging, including cancers. Yes, this is what you should know about. And this is the latest technology in regenerative medicine called NK cell therapy. Yes. Our title here today is talking about NK cell therapy for cancer prevention. It's actually a broad topic. So we will be touching on the cancer prevention. But actually, NK cells, I found that there are still many people do not really know what is this about. So I will spend a little bit more time to explain about NK cell, how it works, and what is the principle behind, and also what are the benefits that you will gain from doing NK cell therapy. And of course, one of the benefit is to prevent cancers in the body. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Facebook Live. And once again, thank you very much for joining our Facebook Live. I welcome every one of you to ask your questions related to our topics today. Okay. So let us start. Okay. So NK cell therapy basically is something to do with our immune cells. So our immune system has, in general, two types of immune system. So before we talk about NK cell, the basic principles that we should get to know is about our immune system. So in our body, we have, simple to say, two lines of immune system. One is called innate immune system, which is meaning to say a natural primitive immune systems where your body do have the ability on its own. So the second category of immune system is called adaptive immune system. So adaptive immune system is what our body learn, okay, from, for example, vaccination or through infections. Once you got infections, then later on your body will have built up the antibody against the infection. So these are the learned, or we call it adaptive immune system. Okay, so innate immune system means your body has it on its own without learning. So even though your body dealing with a infection or destroy and damage or any invasion from your surrounding, then your body do have the ability to defense on its own without learning prior to that sort of invasion of infection. So this is the types of immune system. Okay, so this is in NK cell. NK cell is categorized as in the innate immune system, which our body do have the natural ability on its own. Okay, so without any particular prior activation, stimulation, or learning. Okay, all right. Yes. So thank you for joining, every one of you. I welcome every one of you. If you do have any questions, please ask. I will answer the questions. Okay. So before we want to know more about NK cell, how NK cell helps to improve our health, improve our body, prevent cancers, prevent aging diseases, and also makes us looks young and also stays young. So easiest to understand is NK cell is part of our immune system. And which part of immune system is actually in our innate immune system, which our body has the ability by nature and do not need to learn. So this is what our body has by itself. Okay, but then why, if our body do have this NK cell, why do we need something that called therapy to do? Yeah, so this is what happening is when we age, our body will slowly lose out the ability of this NK cell. So this NK cell system will sort of like becoming sorry Okay, so the NK cell actually is part of our ability, but it will become weaker over time when we are aging. So that's why when we are aging, our body will start to age faster. Our cells will start to age faster, become weaker, become non-functioning or not functioning in the optimum way, and our cells will start to develop toxics in the body, and all the old and unhealthy cells in the body, if it is creating too much of toxics in the body, it will cause diseases, and also the risk of cancers formation is there. That's why if our body when we are younger, our innate in NK cells is functioning, then our body do not have high number of this kind of bad or unhealthy cells. So when our body age, our NK cells become weaker, then the ability to cleanse and clean up all these kind of unhealthy and aging cells will become weaker, and it was all these unhealthy cells will stay in our body. So this is part that risk of cancers formation. Okay, so the idea of NK cell therapy is because we know that our body needs NK cell. Okay, no matter you are young, middle age, or old age, but in fact, our body NK cell actually become weaker and sort of like non-functioning when we are getting older. That's why we are slowly losing out the ability of NK cell, and this causes to age and also the risk of aging diseases, including cancers. That's why the NK cells therapy come into the place. Okay. All right. So okay, this one I'll pass through. Okay, so immune system is basically is what we said just now. We have a innate natural immune system and also adaptive immune system. So in these two system of immune system, we do have a breaching communication between these two cells, these two category of immune cells. Okay, so part of NK cells function is also connect the communication between the innate immune system and also our adaptive immune system. Okay, so in our body, our blood will have different kind of immune cells, which is our white blood cells. So NK cells is one kind of it, one part of the white blood cells. Okay, so usually NK cells, if it is active, okay, and functioning, it has the ability to kill all the abnormal cells in the body, including tumor cells, cancer cells means, and also including killing all the virus infected cells, all the damaged, unhealthy or infected cells. So this is a natural ability in our body that our body has it. Okay, so NK cell when it's activated, it will have this function to help to protect ourselves from the external damage, which is from the infections or pathogens, and also prevent ourselves from internal damage, which is our unhealthy abnormal cells in the body, which include the cancer cells. So you imagine if our body do not have this self-defense mechanism, and anytime when our body cells suddenly become something wrong, soplak. So your cells gone wrong, gone abnormal, and nobody controls it, and the abnormal cells will start forming cancers. So that's why NK cells is one of the very important guarding, sort of like security guard to prevent your body cells having abnormal cells circulating around. Yeah, so that these abnormal cells will not cause cancers. Yeah. Okay. So our NK cells actually, there are studies found that when we are getting older, okay, sometimes our body still have certain number of NK cells, but what happens is almost everyone will have less active NK cells in the body when we are getting older. So this is one of the most impactful or most important finding from scientists that find out our body NK cells actually become weaker, even though we has it, but become weaker or non-active, means non-functioning when we are getting older. So this will cause the body will lose out the ability to defend, from infection, from external invasion of pathogens, and also losing out the ability of our own body security guard, so that our body will not able to survey all the abnormal cells or quickly get rid of the cells when it happens to be abnormal. So this is what causes us to age and also getting risk of cancers. So we need to prevent aging diseases. We want to stay healthy. We need to prevent all this, prevent ourselves from aging, prevent ourselves from changing into abnormal cells. So NK cells is what of a natural way our body has it. If we're losing out the ability, then now the treatment is available for us to reactivate our own body's NK cells and to start working back, onto our body to reduce, NK cell will try to cleanse off the unhealthy cells in your body, and also to cleanse off all the aging and all the damaging abnormal cells in the body. All right. So this is a little bit of between. NK cells has the ability to actually bridge communication between the innate, which means natural immune system, to adaptive immune system. So the bridging in between is called NKT cells. It's part of a NK cells behavior as well. Okay. So basically, NK cells has a long history proven, since the decades ago, and many studies has proven the functioning, the important roles of NK cell in the body. And conventionally, there are a lot of treatment to treat cancers like surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy. But once scientists found out that the immune system playing a very important role into the cancer's formation, especially the NK cells, which has the role to prevent cancer formation. So a lot of scientists found that NK cells functions is one of the major role into the cancer's formation. Meaning to say, if you are losing out the NK cells ability, your immunity will become weaker, and your body cells will become uncontrolled, unsurveyed. Then the cancer cells will sort of like able to form easier. Okay, so that's why NK cells is part of the immune system that actually prevent our body from getting cancers, and also prevent ourselves from getting a lot of aging changes. Okay, and on another part also, NK cells therapy also found to be effective to work together chemotherapy, and also any treatment for cancers, to improve the cancer therapy to become more effective, to be more successful, and also to prevent cancer's recurrence, after the cancer is cured. Okay, so these are the important role of NK cells in terms of cancer therapy. So nowadays, with scientists realizing the important role of NK cell, it can be said that NK cell therapy should not be ignored if anyone is facing a cancer's condition, and it should be one of a priority treatment that works together, into treatment of the cancer's therapy. All right. Okay, so with us here we have a few candidates. Thank you for joining. We have Judy, San, Ayong, Suk Mei. Yes, good afternoon. Okay, 吃饱了吗? Okay, all right. So, okay, NK cells therapy technology has evolved over time. Okay, so one of the latest using NK cells therapy is what we call it autologous, means we use our own NK cells to sort of like culture, and then we activate the NK cells, and then our own NK cells that supposed to work best for our body will be reinfused back after the NK cells harvested is activated, and also culture with almost usually about 3,000 times of the expansion. So increase in folds, almost 3,000 times of numbers. So the reinfused NK cells is higher in number, more activated, more functioning, more energetic kind of behavior. So it helps our body to cleanse all the unhealthy cells, all the hidden abnormal cells in the body. So it cleans one shot so that it actually can prevent cancer's formation. Okay, so and the best part is the safety, which is using your own blood, and the circulating NK cells harvested will be used back into your body and totally safe for this method. Okay, so one of the latest technology available in Malaysia now, we are so lucky in Malaysia now, is called this MYJ1633 with multiple studies supporting the technologies that actually it has the patent technology that can cultivate the NK cells effectively, and also it can also cultivate the NKT cells effectively. And the quality of NK cells harvested is much more superior, and also the numbers of NK cells harvested is also much more superior. And also the technology is actually working entirely with the NK cells life cycle, which is usually about 14 days in our body. So that's why this technology is so good in these characters that actually it gives us at this moment the best quality of NK cells. So in terms of a lot of aging diseases, including cancers, and one of the treatment that we should not ignore and we should get to know more is called NK cell therapy now, and especially this called MYJ1633 cultivation techniques. So one of consider very interesting, very happy to say we do have this kind of technology available around us, and it should be something that excited enough to let me sharing to every one of you. And if you want me to do live every day also possible. I think this is something very interesting, very useful, and very beneficial, and I hope that almost every one of us should know about it. Yeah. Okay. So the uniqueness of MYJ1633 is because it is not only has the NK cell, but it has a mixture of these NKT cells. So the mixture of NK and NKT cell actually makes the function of NK cells more superior. It's not only like improve our innate immune system, but it also improve our adaptive immune system on the other side. On the other hand, so actually it improve our immune system in whole spectrum to say. So this is part of characteristic and superiority of this MYJ1633. So makes this choice of NK cells a better choice for us, for our patient. Yeah. So high number of NK cell and NKT cells yield from the culturing and harvesting techniques, also give us a promising results all the time. And so far we do have practically in Malaysia we do have a lot of studies going on, and onto aging patient, anti-aging patient for health or wellness, and also onto cancer patient into improve cancer's treatment effectiveness, and also prolong lifespan of the cancer patient, and also prevent relapse of cancers. And also the studies onto several different kind of diseases, including autoimmune diseases like SLE, multiple sclerosis, Sjogren's disease, psoriasis. All this has been getting good results so far. So NK cells is one of a very promising results, promising treatment they're actually gaining a lot of more and more awareness among public nowadays. And the selection of good NK cell is now we call it MYJ1633. So which is what exciting to share to every one of you. Okay. So NK cells from MYJ1633 has this ability of high cytotoxicity, means it has the very good or optimum killing ability on abnormal cells. So even though there are several different kinds of NK cell sources from in the market, but most of the markets available NK cell has no strong killing ability. So we want NK cells that when once it infused into the body, it has the very good killing ability. It kills all the abnormal cells, it kills all the infected cells, it kills all the aging unhealthy cells. So then our body will really benefit from it. Okay. So for every one of you who likes to stay young, stays healthy, to be more rest assured that you can prevent cancers if you have very strong family history of cancer risk, then this is something that you should get to know more about. Yeah. So NK cells, if you want to do, I will suggest you to do this good quality NK cell called MYJ1633. Yeah. Okay. So high expression of activating receptors in the NK cells ensuring that the NK cells and NKT cells in this MYJ1633 is always in the active form. So it express a lot of activated kind of behavior. So then the killing ability and the overall functioning of the immune system enhancement in our body will be better using this good quality of NK cells. Okay, so who needs MYJ 1633 means who needs an NK cell and good quality NK cells. So whoever who likes to prevent aging, who like to look for better wellness, okay, to improve your immune system, to prevent you from getting COVID-19 infection or any other infections, and also to make your body age slower. You want to stay younger all the time. And also if you have strong family history running where you have this high risk of cancers, so this is what you can consider, okay? Or any one of you who has a regular medical checkup and routinely found that you have high tumor markers, but then you do not really have figured out or sort of like able to sort of detect any particular cancers. So there is actually this kind of condition happening where there are patients who have this regular medical checkup and they noted their tumor markers are on the higher side. But then when they go through a detailed checking, screening, MRI, CT scan, whatsoever, have gone through multiple scans, everything, but couldn't figure out any particular cancers. So these conditions could be quite grayish and quite sort of disturbing to the patient himself or herself, because patient may worry, you may worry if you do have this kind of problem. You may worry, is there any hidden cancers that you couldn't figure out? And if it is figured out, you may scared that it may be too late, when you figure out. So something that you can do, okay, to ensure that your body, if let's say if you have higher tumor markers, what you can do to prevent your body really getting the cancers. So NK cells is one of a good choice. So beside prevention purpose, you also can use MYJ 1633 good quality NK cells for cancer's adjunctive treatment. It works together with all the cancer treatment, including surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy. It works together. So whoever going through a cancer therapy treatment, you can do NK cells to enhance the effectiveness of your cancer's cure and also to increase the chances of your survival after the cancer cure. All right. So it also one of the very good selection of treatment for autoimmune diseases, including a lot of autoimmune diseases, common autoimmune diseases, as in like psoriasis, SLE, multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis. There are multiple studies going on, and those are having proven results and sort of good results. So it's not something trial, you are not a guinea pig anymore. Okay, so NK cells is already a proven treatment, multiple studies, multiple proof that has been shown. And my job here is to give you a awareness and understanding about NK cell. That's all. Okay. Or immunodeficiency diseases, anyone who have organ transplantation, who has sort of how to say HIV infection, or any things that actually jeopardize your immune system, where your body, okay, has a higher risk of infection, okay, and your immune system is weaker, then you can use NK cells to enhance your body immune system, okay. Or post-infection disease like long COVID syndrome, so you can also improve your body healing, okay, from COVID. And those who have hepatitis B and hepatitis C carrier, and you would like to prevent your liver from getting cirrhosis, okay, or meaning to say the hardening of liver, or you want to prevent the liver cancers formations, because hepatitis B and hepatitis C sort of like carrier, you do have an ongoing chronic silent inflammation in the liver, which you do not know. So NK cells has a very important role here to protect your liver, improves your liver health by preventing the damaging from the hepatitis B and C virus, from damaging your liver that causing the cirrhosis. So as a treatment, NK cell is very important, very useful. As a prevention, is a very good selection of treatment to prevent, to give a better health care to your body. All right. So come. So main benefits of NK cells, goes on, for anti-aging, boost immunity, cancer preventions, and also cancer treatment. Right. So these are part of case studies. One of studies in this case is pancreatic cancers. So this patient has actually almost stage 4, pancreatic cancer with liver metastasis, stage 4, 63 years old female. So has done MYJ 1633 5 sessions. So before treatment, patient was generally weak, low appetite, couldn't eat, abdominal pain, nausea, and also patient concurrently also doing chemotherapy and also cyberknife treatment for the pancreatic cancer. So meaning to say the NK cells can be done together in in a similar sessions along with chemotherapy and also any surgery treatment needed. So this patient is one of our studies, and he has proven after treatment patients actually improve. Okay, so patients symptoms has improved where patient has lesser and no pain, the appetite is gained, tumor size on both the primary and the metastasis has reduced remarkably. So this actually one of a very exciting studies and results which shows again that NK cells is one of a very helpful treatment. Because if you ask a medical terms, pancreatic cancer usually stage 4 almost consider no much of hope. And the the successful rate of treatment usually is very low, and even chemotherapy or even surgery treatment may not really promise a very good improvement. But in this case, we can see here with combination of NK cells, the treatment actually gain good improvement. No, not only the cancer itself, but overall well-being of patient. In terms of symptoms or improve, gain appetite. Patient feel better, lesser pain. So this is what benefits to the patient. Okay, another case study here called lung cancer is lung cancer. This is a patient where he has a lymph node metastasis, also considered lung cancer on stage 4. So from a patient, a male patient about 65 years old. So uh, in concurrent treatment, patient did radiotherapy and chemotherapy, and together with 7 sessions of MYJ 1633 NK cell. So the symptoms before treatment, patient has a persistent cough, general weakness, low appetite, and pain. So after treatment of this radio and chemotherapy concurrent with 7 sessions of NK cells, so the patient symptoms has resolved. No pain, gain appetite, no more cough, and the tumor size decreased from initial 6 cm to only 2 cm. So this is very interesting because almost most of the lung cancer stage 4 metastasized cancer usually also as in like pancreatic cancer, the prognosis is very poor. So with this case study again, we can see a good promising improvement in the patient. So this what it shows is actually shows our body do have the ability of this innate immune system which is supposed to work. Any cancers formed initially is also due to the aging of your immune system. So if you do have a cancer patient, and when you treat the patient but without doing anything to improve the immune system, so the cancer's improvement may not be as promising, and also the sort of like recurrent rates of cancer also quite high. But if you go along with the natural body's behavior, we're supposed to have on our body, the NK cells ability, you are just enhancing. The NK cell treatment is just enhancing back what you're supposed to be, what a person's body is supposed to be. So when you do these NK cells, the body get a better immune system. So means any treatment that you go through NK cells together with concurrently whatever treatment you do like chemotherapy, radiotherapy, the body is supposed to react better, respond faster and more effective. Okay, because the body have a better immune system, the healing ability also become faster and better. Okay, So another kind of this is also another stage 4 cancer, malignant lymphoma with lung metastasis, stage 4, 60 years old man. So also one of a very poor prognosis condition. So concurrent chemotherapy with MYJ and K cells treatment 4 sessions. So patient's symptoms has improved. So previously has persistent infection, weakness, and also in pain and low appetite. So patient after treatment has gained better improvement, no pain, gain appetite, and no more weakness and lesser infection. And the cancer size has decreased from 6 cm to 2.5 cm. This is very good results. Okay, so lung cancer patients, in a population of lung cancer patient about 164 patients. So compare with standalone radio or chemotherapy after surgery, the survival rate of patient with NK cell combined therapy was at least 2.2 times double, higher than the general treatment over 7 years of period. So meaning to say, among these 164 patients who did treatment, half of it done the general treatment, means surgery, radio, or chemotherapy, then alone. The other half, about 80 patients, did surgery, then do radio and chemotherapy. After that, patient did immunotherapy with NK cells. So in this comparison, it found that this patient who has combined therapy with immunotherapy, which means NK cell, has at least 2 times double fold, 2.2 times higher survival rate. Okay, so double time, 2 times. Okay, 2 times effectiveness of curing, 2 times better improvement, and also 2 times better chance of survival. And it's not short term; it lasts for 7 years, over a period of 7 years monitoring. So this is again very promising, very exciting into a medical point of view, because this is something which we go back to our natural body, and this is what our body has, and sort of our body needs to improve our health better. Okay, so this is another studies, is from liver cancers. Okay, studies done in year 2000. So you can look at these studies. Actually, it has been there, and the NK cells has been there almost 20 years back. Okay, so these studies was done on the liver cancers. So one group of patient did general treatment with surgery, and the other group of patient did surgery plus NK cells. So the survival rate without recurrence is at least 2 times more than the survival rate without recurrence. Okay, meaning to say the patient after cure from the liver cancer, on the group in the group where they did the surgery alone, the survival rate after 7 years dropped to only 20 to 25%. But those patients who did surgery and then NK cell therapy, so the survival rate in the group has actually only dropped to 40%, higher chance of survival after 7 years. So again, it gives us a proof and confidence to know that, to see that NK cells is very helpful. Okay, so again, survival rate for group A, this is for so in lung cancer patient studies. So 5 years to 9 years, we look at the 9 years. Group A, general treatment, means either surgery, immunotherapy, chemotherapy, or radiotherapy. Compared to Group B, just surgery or chemo or radiotherapy alone. Group A is general treatment, means surgery, chemo, or radiotherapy plus NK cell treatment. So the survival rate after 9 years is about 52%. Compared to those general group is only 24%, double again. Okay, so again and again we see the proof and evidence of the function of NK cell in the body. So it helps for any patients who are facing with cancer treatment. But before cancer starts, NK cells play a very important role as well. It gives us a very good protection and preventions, and also it gives us a better, healthier body. Why not, right? So trustable product containing best picture of NK cells, both NK and NKT cells. This MYJ163 is recognized by Japan FDA and using a patent technology from Korea. So using only fresh blood about harvestation about 2 weeks, fully autologous, no chemicals, no using any medication or chemicals, way of NK cell culturing and harvestation. So this is what promising, very exciting, and that's why prompt me to share this information to every one of you. So MYJ 1633, the procedure is very simple. Usually you can visit us for the consultation first regarding your health issue. If you do have any particular health issue, you can consult with us to decide whether the NK cell treatment suits you or not. If the treatment suits you and you decided to go ahead, and the procedures done is usually first we will withdraw a blood from you, about 70 cc's, and only one time blood withdrawal. And immediately once the blood is withdrawn, it will be sent to the lab, and the lab is located in the KLCT nearby to our center. Within the blood will be sent to a lab within a day. So then the immune cells will be extracted in the lab. That means the NK cell will be extracted, and after that it will go through a process of activation and expansion. Up to about 14 days of expansion and culturing, the cells is now ready and healthy, and then the harvesting techniques will be done. So it will be done under a QC, very tight QC quality control manner to make sure the quality is reserved, and also the product is at the tip-top optimum condition. Immediately after the harvestation is done, the product will be sent to our center and lab, the clinic again, to be reintroduced through intravenous injection within 24 hours to the body of the patient. So this procedure is very simple. For a patient, you just need to come, withdraw blood, and wait after 2 weeks. Then we will inform you and for appointment, and you just come back for the reintroduction of your NK cells, your own cells, but in a better condition, in the activated and better number of your NK cells and into a body. Then the rest, you will just need to rest assured, let the NK cell kills all your unhealthy cells in the body and make you younger again, right? So this is how the NK cell function. General protocol or treatment plan may vary among individuals, but in the general recommendation for anti-aging or immunity boost, is recommended to do 1 time per year or 2 times per year. 1 to 2 times per year. Yeah. Okay. But in general, if you are healthy, you probably can do 1 time per 3 years also can. Yeah. Okay. So for autoimmune diseases like SLE, psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, or for infectious diseases, is recommended for 1 to 3 sessions, depend on the condition severity. If you have more severe autoimmune problems, then probably will recommend to do at least 2 or 3 sessions. If it is mild to moderate, maybe 1 sessions. Yeah. So if you are repeating more than 1 session, then the recommended interval is about once a month. Okay. And for those particular cancers treatment, then the protocols recommended is about 5 sessions minimum, and 5 to 10 sessions is recommended accordingly to the condition of a patient, and the interval between sessions per session is about 1 to 2 weeks interval. Okay. But case by case basis, some patients do need more frequent, some patients do not need more frequent. Even in a cancer patient, sometimes it's not really that frequent. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, I welcome any one of you to ask a question. In this topic of NK cell, we did share in one of our Malaysia local TV, 8TV, called Living Delight, in the Chinese version of TV program called 活力加油站 Living Delight. So it was done in a live show in at 5th April 2022, which is last month. So if you would like to view back on our discussion on this NK cells, then you can search on this date, 5th of April, Living Delight, on YouTube channel, and it will be available. If you are lazy to do so, you may drop us a message here, write a PM, then we will send you the link so that you can click and also view the program straight away on your phone. Okay. So here's my discussion and sharing about NK cell therapy. So I welcome every one of you. Thank you for joining. And this topic is part of our very interesting, sort of exciting treatment available in regenerative and prevention health to our body. So again, I hope every one of you who have more questions and more queries about NK cells, you can always drop us a message or arrange an consultation in person with us by calling us. This phone number 017-781-5237. If you are willing to ask more information for yourself or maybe for your parents, for your family members, you are welcome to do so. Okay, so get to know NK cells. It is actually part of the medical future. Okay, and there are more things to come. For example, exosome. Beside stem cells, probably you heard about it before this. So NK cells is different compared to stem cells in several manners. Okay, stem cell itself is actually part of our healthy and good, we call it sort of a healing cells. Okay, but NK cells is part of our immune cells, immune system cells. So actually it is actually functioning in a different angle, but it works together well. Okay, so if you would like to know more about the difference between NK cells and stem cells, yes, please drop us a message. If you would like to visit us for an appointment and consultation, I welcome you to do so. Okay, so again, thank you very much. Okay, and I see you again on our Facebook Live every Wednesday and 1 to 2 p.m. Okay, see you here again. Thank you very much.